here as a lecturer where I teach mathematics, accounting, economics, English. I'm actually a physicist, and I went to university in England at the University of Manchester. And then I did my master's degree in New Zealand. And then I did a PhD in physics in the United States. And then I worked for 15 years or so as a physicist. I was a university professor of physics. After that, and this is about 20 years ago now, I decided that I would go back to university and do an MBA. So I did that, and almost immediately after the MBA, I got involved in these kinds of programs that we run here, things like foundation programs that are helping prepare students to go and study in English-speaking universities. And I got into managing on those programs, and then coming out here, I just decided that I would rather just focus on teaching. So I've got about 20 years experience of teaching international students with the aim of bringing them up to the standard that they need to be successful at universities in the English-speaking world.
My name is Gerson Lapi Jr. I am a member of the academic staff of Tashkent International University. I have around 27 years of teaching experience, 13 years of which were spent in Singapore. I just joined this university in November last year. So I am assisting in implementing our International Foundation program, wherein we prepare our students for university studies. I've worked in, I think, 4 countries already, and I've delivered lectures in different cities in China as well, and in Malaysia, and of course in Singapore. I was here also for about 2 years back in 2009. From 2009 to 2011, I was also teaching in the city. And then I flew back to Singapore. And last year, I received a job offer from this university to join them, and I was excited to be back. It's like everything is new for me because this is a young university, and I'm very excited because of the program that we are offering.
Hi, my name is Ruslan Sultanov. I am a head of Information Technology faculty in Tashkent International University of Education. Today, I want to make a brief introduction about our Faculty of Information Technology. The structure of our faculty is divided into 3 parts. So in initial stage, in the first academic year, students get the basic information about information technologies, the history of information technology, what kind of tools, how to use, and so on. And in this stage, we try to give them more information about definitions or terms related with IT. In the second year, in the second part of academic learning process, they will learn about soft skills. So we try to develop their soft skills like critical thinking, creativity thinking, or problem solving, or ability of fixing problems and discover new opportunities and new challenges to this kind of problems. Also, we give them practical tools which they can use in real life. So in the last academic year, we give them more practical classes. So in these practical classes, they will use their own experiences. They will use their own knowledge which they gain, which they have gained from the previous years, and they will implement it to their startup projects. So here they will start their own projects like startups, and the mentors will help them to develop their projects.
pretty much the same the world over, it turns out. And like anywhere else, there are some good students and there's some students who need a lot more attention, a lot more pushing to get things done. And certainly some of the students we've got here really are very good. They're very enthusiastic, they're pushing forward, they're clear about the goals that they're setting for themselves. Well, as I say, that really depends. I mean, like with any group of students, some are better than others. And the good ones that we have here, they really are good. They're working hard, they want to know, definitely.
I can say that we have a very strong foundation program. I was honored to be asked to design some of the programs like research and academic writing and society and culture.
In terms of, if we're thinking about giving advice to students, it's difficult for the students. They're trying to study subjects like accounting and economics in a foreign language, in English, and their English isn't that good. They're still learning English. So it's a very challenging position to be in, because what actually happens is that they might be sitting there thinking, I understand, this is interesting. And then at the end of class, they go, that was interesting, but I can't remember what it was. And what's happening is you're using all your brain power just to process the language, and you don't actually have any brain power left to remember what you've heard. So one of the things that students can do is to read about the subject in Russian or in Uzbek, so that they have knowledge of the subject when they go into class. If they can find out, okay, today we'll be doing whatever it is, double entry bookkeeping. And if they read about that in Russian or in Uzbek so that they have an idea of it, then it makes processing the language in class so much easier, because it's not I don't know the language and I don't know the subject. It's, look, I know the subject, so therefore I can guess that that word you've used must be this word in Russian or in Uzbek that I read about. And if we're trying to teach them bookkeeping, actually writing accounts. So the method is usually present, here's a transaction, here's the way that you would analyze it, and this is all on PowerPoints, and the stuff comes up one at a time. It would be, okay, here's this transaction, okay, what are the two accounts involved? You ask the students, and hopefully they'll get the right ones, then that comes up. Which is the item of exchange, and again, ask them. So, once you've done the basics, it's to try to work with the students to say, okay, what do we do now? There's also a lot, you start a new subject, and the first thing is usually, what do you as students know about it? So the very first class on accounting will be, okay, in small groups, discuss what is an accountant? What do accountants do? Are there different kinds of accountants? So it's trying to make the classes interactive, so that it's not just you sit down and shut up and I'll talk to you, that it's, okay, what do you guys know about this to start with? Okay, now we've learned something, particularly maths and accounting, let's just practice it. And then I'll do some examples. So, okay, this is how you do this kind of calculation. Okay, now it's time for you to do some. So they get me talking for 5 or 10 minutes, and then they get some examples, and then we'll go through the solutions to those examples as well.
Beside these main classes, we have already launched a lot of interesting projects. There are creative code classes where the students can study coding. We will teach them how to make programs, how to design the software, and so on. So after finishing this project, they can continue their activity as IT trainers. Also, another interesting project which we call the Hackathon Club. Here we will teach the students to work in group and to work with team, and we give them special kind of questions or the cases or activities, then we help them to solve and fix these problems, and they discover new opportunities, discover the new solutions for this case. And of course, it's necessary to just mention that all our classes are based the latest innovative technologies. So we use the STEM-based methods for teaching, and we use the innovative multimedia tools for just transmitting the knowledge and experience to our students. So the Tashkent International University, it's a starting point for the world of opportunities. So welcome to our university.
I'd certainly, I would say to people, have dreams and then look for ways to achieve those dreams. And here at Tashkent International University of Education, we have programs that will help those students whose dream it is to study in English or in Russian as well, study in English and perhaps in the end get a degree from an English-speaking university. Have dreams and look for ways to achieve those dreams.
Since we, for the International Foundation program, so it's like, since we are offering or we are running program from the UK, so I don't see much of a difference because we are running a program from the UK, so it's their program, we're just implementing it. But when it comes to our degree program, so we have 3 pathways. We have information technology, we have educational management, and business management. So one of the differences that I can say is that in each of the pathways, we prepare our students also for other like opportunities or job opportunities or career opportunities. Like we also teach them, we give them education units. So I designed a program, and the program was like pedagogy and pedagogical technology. And of course, we try to cope up with the current demands in the education field. So we are like implementing new innovations in the way we run our programs in the university. Everywhere you go, you get all these kinds of students. They are the strong ones, they're just the average students, and we also get the weak ones. Wherever you go, it's the same set of students. I found that when, let's say, the first time I taught, let's say, academic English and study skills. So you can see how they struggle because they just studied the English language like maybe a year ago before they joined the university. And it's really a challenge. Our university is also offering like extra English classes in order for them to cope up. And we keep on like pushing them. Those things that they will learn, especially in our International Foundation program, will really help them a lot because in this program, we also start teaching them how to write assignments, same type of assignments that required when you study in universities in UK, US, and Canada. learn more and take advantage of the opportunity that they are being taught by like teachers like me and Dr. Thompson, and we have also very good like local lecturers. I just want them to keep on dreaming, and because it's something that will push them to do great things. When it comes to this, when it comes to like skills, okay, so there's no doubt that they can do whatever they want. So it's just that they really need to give their heart and focus on what they're doing at the moment. So if it's university studies, please focus on university studies, because after this you can go anywhere you want.
My name is Samandar Tursunov. I'm one of the happy students at Tashkent International University of Education. Currently, I'm studying in Information Technology faculty, and I'm 18 years old. And nowadays, we are preparing the best courses in our university, and they selected the best students in our university. And we have several projects, and I was selected in this project. Then they invited me for a job, and I worked in a West Camp. Then nowadays I'm working at several schools, like a teacher, as a teacher of programming languages. Educational processes are divided into three parts: lectures, seminars, and workshops. In lectures, professors give knowledge which are the theoretical. In seminars, we are discussing these topics. And in the workshops, we practice it with real examples.
TIUE is the first university in Uzbekistan that provides 3-year bachelor degree. Our education gives you an opportunity to combine work and study. Academic staff is highly qualified, and our classes are conducted using modern technologies and new learning methods.
Hello, my name is Ganiva Mushtaribanu. I am a student of Tashkent International University of Education. I am a third-year student at this university. I am glad to be a student TIUE because the educational process at this university well organized and our interest will increase. I hope after we graduate from university, we will get our diplomas and we will make a small contribution for our society, was imparted by our teachers. The administration of university is really responsible and put in mind for students.
Hi, my name is Camila and I'm a student from Tashkent International University of Education, where I've recently finished my foundation program. Due to this program, my language skills has extremely developed and helped me to achieve my confidence in my speaking. Also, there are a plethora of clubs and student activity in our university. For example, recently we have a debate clubs which was organized in cooperation with UNFP, United Nations Fund of Population Activity, and there was extremely dynamic and friendly atmosphere. Also, we have dance and theater club with talented and sociable students. So the academic year will be unforgettable and really funny.
Here is our admission. Admission to our university began on 20th of May and will last until the 31st of August. Study is conducted in 3 languages: Uzbek, Russian, and English, in 3 fields: IT, business management, and management of education and educational processes. Our university has 3 forms of education. They are full-time, evening, and part-time forms. Applicants can submit their applications through the official website tiue.us. Registration and entry exam is totally free. There is internal exam. The exam is aimed at checking the level of language in which applicant will study. The Diploma of Directions in Russian and Uzbek languages of our university is recognized not only in Uzbekistan but also in CIS countries. The Diploma of Directions in English is international.